Welcome to today's video where we delve into the profound wisdom of Stoic philosophy and its application in conquering the modern-day challenge of overthinking. In our fast-paced, constantly connected world, it's easy to fall into the trap of overanalyzing and obsessing over every detail of our lives. This is where the timeless principles of Stoicism, an ancient Greek school of thought, become incredibly relevant. Stoicism teaches us to embrace resilience, focus on what's within our control, and maintain a balanced perspective towards life's ups and downs. In this video, we're going to explore 10 Stoic principles that provide practical guidance on how to stop overthinking. From living in the present moment to using negative visualization, each principle offers a unique lens through which we can view and address the habit of overthinking. Whether you're a long-time practitioner of Stoicism or just curious about its teachings, this journey through Stoic wisdom promises to be enlightening and transformative. Let's begin our exploration and learn how these ancient philosophies can bring clarity and peace to our modern minds. Live in the present moment. Live in the present moment is a crucial Stoic principle that directly counters the habit of overthinking. Overthinking often involves an excessive focus on past regrets or future anxieties, creating a cycle of mental distress that detracts from the here and now. The Stoic practice of living in the present moment advocates for a full engagement with the current experience, fostering a deeper appreciation and awareness of one's immediate surroundings and activities. This mindful approach helps in breaking the pattern of overthinking by anchoring thoughts in the present, rather than letting them drift into unpredictable ruminations about what has been or what might be. Living in the present moment is not about ignoring the past or future, but rather about balancing the recognition of past experiences and future plans with a primary focus on the present. This balance is key to maintaining mental clarity and emotional stability, reducing the tendency to overthink and allowing for a more serene and focused approach to life. Accept what happens. Accept what happens, a core Stoic principle, offers a powerful antidote to overthinking. This philosophy teaches the acceptance of events as they occur, recognizing that many outcomes are beyond our control. Overthinking is often fueled by a desire to control or change situations that are inherently uncontrollable, leading to a state of mental and emotional turmoil. By embracing Stoicism's call to accept what happens, we learn to let go of the need for control and the habit of incessantly analyzing every possible outcome. This acceptance does not imply passivity or defeatism. Rather, it's an acknowledgement of the natural flow of life and the limitations of our influence. It encourages a more serene approach to life's challenges, focusing on our responses and attitudes rather than futilely attempting to alter the unchangeable. Through this acceptance, we can reduce the mental clutter caused by overthinking, enabling a clearer, more pragmatic, and peaceful mindset that is better equipped to handle life's uncertainties. Focus on what you can control. Focus on what you can control, a central tenet of Stoic philosophy, is particularly effective in addressing the issue of overthinking. This principle encourages individuals to differentiate between factors within their control such as their actions, responses, and thoughts and those beyond it, like external events or other people's actions. Overthinking often arises from a preoccupation with outcomes or scenarios that are beyond our direct influence, leading to a spiral of anxiety and endless what-ifs. By consciously shifting focus to aspects that are within our direct control, we can channel our mental energy more productively. This approach fosters a sense of empowerment and clarity, as it directs our attention and efforts towards actionable steps and realistic solutions. It mitigates the paralyzing effect of overthinking and promotes a more pragmatic and composed mindset. In essence, by concentrating on the controllable, we can maintain mental equilibrium, make effective decisions, and reduce unnecessary stress, all of which are vital for mental well-being and effective problem-solving. Act according to nature. Act according to nature, a fundamental Stoic principle, offers valuable insight into combating overthinking. This concept revolves around the idea of aligning one's actions with their true nature, which, according to Stoicism, is rational and social. Overthinking often stems from acting against this natural rationality, leading us into a maze of unpredictable and irrational thoughts. By adhering to this Stoic advice, we are encouraged to engage in thoughts and actions that are in harmony with our rational nature. This means making decisions based on reason, logic, and practicality rather than getting caught up in endless cycles of worry and speculation. Acting according to nature also involves recognizing and accepting our human limitations, understanding that not everything is within our control or comprehension. This approach promotes mental clarity and reduces the inclination to overthink, as it guides us to focus on rational, constructive, and authentic responses to life's challenges, thereby aligning our actions with our truest selves and the world around us. Practice mindfulness. Practice mindfulness is a principle that aligns closely with Stoic teachings and offers a potent remedy for overthinking. Mindfulness, the art of being fully present and engaged with the current moment without judgment, intersects with Stoicism's emphasis on living in the present. Overthinking typically involves a departure from the present moment, leading to a spiral of thoughts about past events or future possibilities. By practicing mindfulness, we anchor ourselves in the here and now, paying attention to our current experiences and thoughts without getting entangled in them. This practice helps in recognizing the onset of overthinking, allowing us to observe our thoughts impartially and then gently steer them back to the present. Mindfulness cultivates a heightened state of self-awareness, where we can acknowledge our thoughts and feelings without being overwhelmed by them. This approach reduces the mental clutter associated with overthinking, fostering a sense of calm and clarity. It encourages a more grounded, centered, and rational approach to life, essential for managing the often overwhelming tide of thoughts and worries. Simplify your thoughts. Simplify your thoughts is a Stoic principle that holds significant value in the context of stopping overthinking. Overthinking often arises from complicating simple matters, leading to a web of unnecessary worries and hypothetical scenarios. The Stoic approach advocates for simplifying your thought process, cutting through the noise and focusing on the essence of the issue at hand. This means breaking down complex problems into manageable parts and addressing them one step at a time. Simplifying thoughts also involves discarding irrelevant details and focusing on practical, actionable aspects. By doing so, we can avoid the trap of overanalysis and reduce the mental burden that comes with trying to foresee and account for every possible outcome. This approach promotes a more straightforward, efficient way of thinking, free from the clutter of excessive worry and speculation. It helps in maintaining a clear and focused mind, enabling us to make decisions more effectively and live with greater peace and productivity. In essence, simplifying thoughts is about seeking clarity and purpose in our mental processes, steering clear of the paralysis that overthinking can bring. Embrace impermanence. Embrace impermanence, a principle echoed in both Stoic and Eastern philosophies, is profoundly effective in addressing overthinking. At the heart of overthinking is often a fear of change or loss, leading to a relentless quest for certainty and permanence in an inherently impermanent world. Embracing impermanence means acknowledging and accepting the transient nature of life, understanding that change is inevitable and often beyond our control. This acceptance can significantly reduce the anxiety associated with overthinking. It helps us realize that our current worries and the scenarios we obsess over are temporary and will evolve or resolve over time. By internalizing the concept of impermanence, we become more adaptable and resilient, able to face life's fluctuations with equanimity rather than apprehension. This mindset shift allows us to let go of the exhaustive effort to predict and control the future, freeing our minds to engage in more constructive and present-focused thinking. Embracing impermanence fosters a sense of peace and presence, crucial in mitigating the habit of overthinking. Practice objective judgment. Practice objective judgment is a Stoic principle that offers a significant counterbalance to the tendency of overthinking. Overthinking is often characterized by subjective biases and emotional reactions, leading to distorted perceptions and exaggerated concerns. Practicing objective judgment involves stepping back from these biases and viewing situations with clarity and impartiality. This Stoic approach encourages us to assess our circumstances based on facts and logic, rather than letting our fears and assumptions dictate our thoughts. By adopting a more objective viewpoint, we can differentiate between irrational worries and legitimate concerns, focusing our mental energy where it is most needed. This method of thinking also helps in disentangling ourselves from the emotional turbulence that often accompanies overthinking. We learn to evaluate our thoughts and situations as they are, not as we fear them to be. Practicing objective judgment, therefore, not only aids in reducing unnecessary overthinking, but also leads to more rational, well-grounded decision-making. It's a step towards cultivating a more balanced and composed mindset, essential for navigating life's challenges with greater ease and effectiveness. Develop resilience. Develop resilience, a key Stoic principle, is immensely beneficial in combating the tendency to overthink. Overthinking often stems from a place of perceived vulnerability or insecurity, where challenges or uncertainties provoke excessive worry and rumination. Developing resilience, in the Stoic sense, involves cultivating a strong mental fortitude that allows us to face adversities without succumbing to unproductive overthinking. This resilience is built through embracing challenges as opportunities for growth, maintaining a positive outlook even in difficult situations, and focusing on learning from experiences rather than being overwhelmed by them. By fostering resilience, we equip ourselves with the ability to bounce back from setbacks and adapt to change, reducing the need to obsessively analyze every potential scenario. Resilient individuals tend to focus more on actionable solutions rather than getting stuck in the cycle of worry and speculation. This shift in mindset not only mitigates overthinking but also promotes a sense of inner strength and confidence, enabling us to navigate life's ups and downs with greater composure and clarity. Use negative visualization. Use negative visualization is a Stoic practice that, paradoxically, can be instrumental in curtailing the habit of overthinking. Overthinking often involves fear-driven speculations about future catastrophes and negative outcomes. The Stoic exercise of negative visualization entails deliberately contemplating these potential negative scenarios, but in a controlled and rational manner. The purpose is not to foster pessimism, but rather to mentally prepare for adversity and diminish the impact of fear and surprise. By periodically envisioning difficult situations, we can reduce the intensity of our anxieties about them, as the unknown becomes more familiar and less intimidating. This practice helps in putting our fears into perspective, making us realize that even in the worst-case scenarios, we can find ways to persevere and adapt. Consequently, this reduces the tendency to overthink by assuaging the underlying anxieties that fuel it. Negative visualization, when used wisely, fosters emotional resilience and a more realistic outlook on life, enabling us to face uncertainties with a calmer, more composed mind. Conclusion. As we conclude our exploration of these 10 Stoic principles for combating overthinking, it's clear that these ancient teachings offer timeless wisdom that can significantly ease our modern lives. Stoicism isn't just a philosophy, it's a practical toolkit for developing mental clarity, emotional strength, and resilience in the face of life's many challenges. These principles, when practiced regularly, can transform the way we perceive and interact with our world, leading to a more peaceful and focused existence. If you found this journey through Stoic wisdom enlightening and believe in embracing a more mindful, rational approach to life, I encourage you to delve deeper with us. Subscribe to the channel for more insightful content on Stoicism and other philosophies that can make your life easier and more fulfilling. Together, let's continue to explore these ancient paths to modern well-being and discover practical ways to lead a more serene and balanced life. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more transformative content like this. Thank you for watching, and remember, a Stoic mind is a powerful tool for a peaceful life.